for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Cleveland Browns. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Set. 60 outlaw.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
Blue draw Corker.
Shit, watch the shit.
Stidham sets to throw on first. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
70, Indy.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Buzz. Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Ready, break.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check 26, check 26.
X3, 218, chopper. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, it's Stidham. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Mohamed Sanu is a guy that is often overlooked because he just quietly goes about his business. But how about last season? Had a career-high 838 yards on 66 catches, and he can also play wildcat quarterback for you as well.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready.
40, to Mike.
Leo.
Switch.
Be driven.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after try forthcoming. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
36.
Tight dog. Hey, alert 33. 6-6, pull it high.
Take his grieving.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Mayfield. Forced out. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here's Stidham. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
On the set.
42. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Ready?
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins,
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That one covers 29 yards. First down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Browns nothing.
180! 54! Mike, 54! You got nothing.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Come on,
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To throw is Stidham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Here's Stidham to throw. On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now White. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 39-yard line. Stidham. He's got White here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37th. With James White, you know that he can catch the football. He was 3rd in the NFL amongst running backs last year with 87 catches. And as we've seen, sometimes they come in bunches. Super Bowl 51, he had 14 grabs, including the winning score. Last year in the divisional round versus the Chargers, 15 receptions for White. And this is caught. It's Edelman. He got 29 yards that time.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Now a carry for White. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now it's Stidham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. But only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards. Mayfield on play action. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sent back at the 38. John Simon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So on 4th down, out comes the Browns kicker, Austin Seibert. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And the Browns first down.
180.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Switch up, switch up. Check it backer, check it backer. General West. Press now, press. Look at me. Go, go. Watch twits.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
second down, Stidham to throw. Going deep here for Edelman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, they'll run with White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it's going to be third down and forever.
Set 50, slant. Rock it. Jim. Big grip.
Third and long. It's Stidham. He's going to look deep for Edelman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was looking for Edelman there. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Hey, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
Mayfield now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. They run. Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Big time drive. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did. Okay. It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They've got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. Now it's Stidham. That's caught by the tight end Lacoste. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Going right side is White. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter. Now Stidham on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Stidham. He's airing it out for Sanu. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Stidham. It's complete. James White.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
Keep it up, guys. You're out. Joker.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Watch the run.
Stidham going for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Pull it together.
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Now Chubb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Damian Ratley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns. Browns on third down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Chubb, they're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And again, it's Chubb. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win.